Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and welcome back to Adventurous Music Fridays. This is a show where we talk about some of my favorite records somewhat quickly, not super in depth, but hopefully turning others onto great music that maybe they haven't heard. That is the goal of my channel. I think previously, with doing a lot of reactions, it's really cool. You get a lot of input from people that love that band, and after a while, you learn a lot about them, and then you move on or whatever. But the whole goal of this channel was initially is to educate others, or at least talk about some of my favorite recordings, and they are varied as far as genre. So I feel like there's some stuff to be said, and I appreciate you watching this far. And we are going to cover basically prog rock, jazz, all of that kind of stuff as we go forward. And they'll come out again on Fridays once a week, and hopefully you enjoy it. So our record of the week is one of my favorite cool progressive rock bands of all time, and this is Present. These are all Belgian players. It basically included the amazing guitar player of Roger Trigot, I believe is how you say his last name, who unfortunately I just read today passed away like 3 years ago. This record, it's like chamber rock, but like you've never heard it. No singing, completely instrumental, and some of the most dissonant piano. So there's acoustic piano in it, and drums and bass and all of that, and guitar. But how they interact is just so unique and so beautiful, but yet so just gnarly. And the compositions are all pretty written out. There is some improvisation, I'm sure, but in general, it's like a chamber piece. Like if you saw a string quartet, it almost operates like that. This actual recording is actually their first two records. They did two records around 1980, I believe. That's when these came out. And they basically, Cuneiform is the record label. It's now defunct, I believe. Kind of put them both together, which is really great. The first one, Triskaidekaphobia, is the one that I'm talking about. The second one that I will mispronounce is called La Poison que Rend Fou, something like that. Not as interesting to me, but this first one, anyone that loves prog rock, I say, hey, you have to know this record, right? And most of the times they do. Roger also had a band called Universe Zero, and that band was pretty popular in the French progressive scene. And he also, I believe, did a few recordings with Fred Frith and other players, maybe René Lussier, a guitar player from Quebec, who's amazing, and another person that I'm kind of blanking on. And I believe it was called The Four Guitarists of the Apocalypse or something like that. All very unique players. So anyway, Roger, super amazing player. The drummer of this band, Daniel Denier, they say percussion in here, but he's the drummer. He was in many, many bands and an incredibly unique drummer. The French progressive scene, I don't know tons about it. I know Present, I know Magma, and some other ones. And when I say French, I'm talking about Belgium as well, but Magma's French. And then there was a whole scene from France as well. So really popular, really kind of a lot of stuff going on in France in that progressive scene for quite a bit. So, but as far as that area, that unique European sense of, basically prog rock, Present stands high in my book as far as like the most interesting, the most, when I first heard it, the dissonance just really resonated with me. And that's kind of what I always am drawn towards in a lot of music is the dissonance. You need a little bit of consonance, but if the dissonance isn't there, or if it's not, aggressive enough, it just doesn't, I lose, my interest in it. So if you want to check out an amazing guitar player, an incredible band, and a very unique twist on prog rock / chamber rock, please check out Present. And, keep Roger's name in everybody's ears because he was not appreciated when he was alive. They never had any success in America and probably very little in Europe. But amongst many, many great music lover friends I have, that love prog rock, this band kind of figures pretty high. So anyway, Present. If you can only find one, or if you're watching on YouTube or listening on YouTube, Triskaidekaphobia. I believe it's on Spotify. I haven't checked for a while, but anyway, give it a listen. Let me know what you think. I'll see you soon.